Good evening, everyone. I am Florence Gapas of Brown Team, and together with me are Venus Mamukod, Mariel Codala, Blas Ramos, and Hans Tadina. We will be discussing Zoom's marketing plan. We have limited our discussion to the following: introduction to Zoom, Zoom's marketing mix, and our recommendation. Let's start. Zoom, simply put, is a cloud based video conferencing app. The company's vision and mission are both geared towards improvement of video communication, while the company's value and culture focus on customer satisfaction and happiness. These are important things to take note of as we proceed with the rest of the discussion. As of May 2020, Zoom is valued at $48.78 billion. Moving on to the marketing mix, let's start with the first P, product. Eric Yuan, the founder of Zoom, claims that it was Bill Gates in one of his talks about the internet who inspired him to go to the Silicon Valley. 2 years and 8 rejected visa applications later, he was able to successfully go to the US in 1997 and started working in a company called WebEx. It was his long distance relationship with his then girlfriend, now wife, that inspired Yuan to build a video conferencing tool, which is what he did at WebEx. By 2007, WebEx was acquired by Cisco. After rejecting his idea of a smartphone-friendly video conferencing app, Yuan left Cisco along with 40 other engineers and started building Zoom, which they launched in 2013. So, what are the unique value propositions of Zoom? Zoom prides itself in being customer focused, so much so that most of the inspiration behind Zoom's current features are based on the feedback of unhappy customers at WebEx. Another value proposition of Zoom is that it focused on building its video conferencing first before it worked on its audio or voice calls. Zoom made sure that its app is usable even with slow internet connection. Lastly, Zoom is easy to use. With its numeric code and passcode, it is easy to integrate with other tools and APIs and has a code language that can be easily supported by its tech team through cloud integration and support. For the actual products, Zoom actually started with its video conferencing and has then moved on to offering other solutions such as Rooms and Workspaces, which allows multiple desktop sharing, phone system for enterprise calls, video webinars, and developer platforms. Because of the pandemic and how people currently use Zoom, Zoom started officially supporting other industries as well, such as education, finance, government, and health. So that's it for product. I will now turn you over to pricing.
Zoom provides a variety of service options to address customer requirements with the right features set at the right price. Like many video conferencing programs, Zoom meeting plans are priced per host. It has a pretty decent freemium model for their video conferencing plans. The free plan gives you the ability to host up to 100 participants, host unlimited one-on-one meetings, and host group meetings up to 40 minutes. But you will find that if you need more than that, the prices go up dramatically. Pro plan will cost you approximately $15 per month per host. The major difference with this plan compared to the free plan is that you have a 24-hour duration limit on meetings. Again, you're limited to 100 participants for each meeting, with the option to upgrade to 1,000 participants. Business plan costs about $20 per month per host, and it provides automatic meeting transcripts, a maximum of 300 participants per meeting, dashboard branding, a custom Zoom URL, and managed domains. With enterprise plan costs $20 per month per host and is limited to 500 participants. This plan offers a dedicated customer service manager, unlimited cloud storage, and executive business reviews. On first glance, Zoom webinars pricing seems reasonable for most high-end webinar platforms. A year of hosting unlimited webinars of up to 100 participants is $549. It's not the cheapest webinar platform, but not the most expensive at that rate. The $549 price tag you see is just for the bare minimum of 100 webinar attendees. If you want more webinar attendees, things will increase rapidly from there because you can only purchase webinar participants in the following increments: 100, 500, 1,000, and up to 10,000 participants. Everything seems to be an add-on or an extra with Zoom. It's quite easy to invest monthly or yearly bill with Zoom if you want some of their most advanced features like toll-free and call-out options, more cloud recording space, and many others. For most small businesses, you may not need these add-ons and extras, but for larger companies, this pricing may cause Zoom to bleed your company. But over the years, Zoom has included additional enhancements with a focus on scalability and manageability, support for global dial plans with third-party PBX vendors. With a strong stream of feature and capability enhancements and competitive prices, Zoom customers are likely to receive greater value for their money. To discuss more about promotion, I will now turn you over to Mariel.
Zoom is not an aggressive marketer as the company focused on developing the best product that can provide a simple yet great user experience as the selling point. The pandemic presented new use cases where the tool can be utilized. Together with earned media, Zoom earnings reached nearly $186 million this year from $5.5 million in 2019. Zoom's marketing strategy is to find the early adopters that would be interested in the product that would be offered by an emerging vendor like them. They invested and put up billboards along Route 101, a highway along Silicon Valley, to attract these types of users. Aside from billboards, another offline advertisement they did was when they got a 3-year deal with the Golden State Warriors basketball team in 2019. The team can utilize the technology of Zoom for free, and in return, the company ad was displayed in the basketball arena during games. The company focused on marketing their product to the curious ones or the early adopters, as the greatest advantage they could provide was the user experience. They used the word of mouth marketing strategy since they believed that the early adopters would share the experience to other people once they loved their product. Next would be the integration partners of Zoom. Zoom partnered with many companies when it comes to the areas of content sharing, single sign on marketing, and room collaboration like Google, Facebook, RSA Secure ID, and many more. They built and fostered a good relationship with their partners who shared their positive experience with Zoom's products to their customer base. In turn, this became a big contributor to the traffic and growth of Zoom. Next would be the social ads. A majority of Zoom's social traffic come from Facebook. Their social ads focus on the product benefits, social proof, collaboration and partnerships, and aim to market to their target users, ranging from individuals, small and medium enterprises, and corporations. Their ads show people moving or in the workplace being part of conference calls to showcase the usage of their product. These ads direct users to specific landing pages on the company website where people can sign up or request for a demo of their product. Zoom holds an annual 2-day themed event to celebrate their users all over the world called Zoomtopia. The event presents the latest product news, involves the multiple partners of the company, offers learning tracks to the attendees, and holds discussions by inspiring and well known personalities. This year, Zoom continued to host the event virtually. The goal of Zoomtopia is to build relationships and a community with their users and partners and cultivate a culture of happiness and show how Zoom helps to enable that kind of environment. Lastly, the company has its own blog website, which they started in 2015. It serves as the portal of Zoom for their strategy. It publishes posts about Zoomtopia, their partnerships and use cases, introduction to new products and features, and company news and developments. The Zoom blog targets the mid-market and enterprise users of the company based on the categories of their posts and the traffic from the site from people who wish to request for a demo instead of a sign up for free call to action. The next part of the marketing mix will be discussed by Venus.
When we talk about place or distribution, we talk about the activities that make the product available to consumers. These are channels, coverage, locations, inventory, or logistics, whatever depends on the business model you have. For Zoom, Zoom is classified as a SaaS company in video conferencing space. SaaS short for software as a service. It's a cloud-based service wherein you access the application typically over the internet browser. So the main distribution of the products and services are in the nomenclature of cloud computing, the use of the internet. A lot of Zoom's initial growth came from organic outreach and partnerships. These partnerships help Zoom to integrate their solution with existing B2B service providers and leverage the distribution of these companies. So presently, Here are the key channels of Zoom's engine of growth, and I'll be sharing two of the distribution channel in an overview. First, we have the partnerships. So Zoom has been building partnerships with other B2B companies to integrate and offer its products using the distribution of its partners. This is a very reliable growth channel and a high contributor to their direct traffic. Zoom has also been successful in positioning itself as part of an elite stack of top product driven startups. So the photo here is a photo of the inclusion of Zoom to other top tier apps with similar service. So while the competitors were fighting in meetings and conferencing space, Zoom went out and built partnerships with companies in other verticals to create a seamless experience for its users. Users can have great experience in using Zoom along with other apps for scheduling, conferencing, storage, communication, and more. For integration, Zoom built an app marketplace. Some of integrations allow users to access multiple services using the same Zoom dashboard. This will not only reduce the resistance to adoption but also build the growth using the network effect. So the key takeaways here are first to find the best distribution channel for your product and build it. And showing the Zoom's market distribution, the best channel is organic, and they targeted the low hanging fruits, which is those within their market. And also, you have to align your product as part of an existing ecosystem to leverage its distribution. The next one is built-in distribution. So Zoom's product distribution is built within the product itself. For example, you have the option to sign up for Zoom account or not, but still you can be able to use the services, of course, to its provision. Zoom also allows the user to choose from their four pricing tiers: Zoom Free, Zoom Pro, Zoom Business, and Zoom Enterprise. So the key takeaways here are first, the best way to distribute a product is to build the distribution within the product. The use of the product should set up a chain of growth. And lastly, um, you have to build an extremely simple and efficient product for users. But the concept here is for your product to work. So we will now proceed with the recommendations.
Good day, everyone. This is Blas Ramos. My part is some marketing strategies or tactics that Zoom may look into. It's no secret that Zoom is the hottest video conferencing platform out there right now in 2020. In a world where marketers are trying to figure out innovative ways to get in front of consumers, Zoom can offer many creative ways to market products and services. Consumers have turned to video conferencing as a way to connect with others as a remedy for social distancing. This is an opportunity for Zoom to use their platform to sustain their share and continuously grow their market. Building a social sharing and community engagement, sponsorship, infomercial, and product placement are some marketing tactics that we will discuss. Social and community. Building a social sharing and community engagement. At the moment, Zoom has not built users community. Having users community is a good way to share experiences and have engagement with subscribers. With Zoom community, marketing should include prompts to share, engage with brands, products, or services. A simple call to action pointing to a request for a review, follow up social media platform, or a comment on post would be helpful for brand awareness and visibility. These are simple ways to keep the audience connected with the brand and develop loyalty. Sponsoring Zoom meetings. Sponsorship is nothing new to event based marketing, but there is a real opportunity to offer the host of a meeting a financial incentive to pitch a product or service before, during, and after a meeting. Recently, podcast has explosively grew. Zoom infomercial is something new, although infomercial are one of the oldest, most effective marketing tactics around. Hosting a meeting with the exclusive intent to discuss the nitty-gritty details of a product or service is a great way to promote, making the Zoom meeting interactive with opportunities for consumer to ask questions, raise hands, or encourage comment in the chat for people to engage. You can encourage the audience to interact with you. It's a great way to bring them deeper into the sales experience. Product placement in Zoom meetings. Everybody has seen the Omega Watch or Aston Martin featured in multiple James Bond films. How about an American Idol competition via Zoom? Imagine a host discussing a product throughout their presentation or during their turn to speak in a Zoom meeting. These are some tactics to further increase Zoom's platform and its marketability. Thanks everyone for listening. If you have any questions, we'll entertain that after the presentation. Thank you.